Good morning, Zhao Shanghao and Haozhou Bujian from Hohhot, the capital of Inner Mongolia in China. And just before we get into the video, I just want to say I am as aware as anyone that this channel has been far too neglected recently. I've been really busy with just various things. In that time though, I have filmed 3 videos with Xinhua News, which I will link to down in the description if you haven't seen them. But it wasn't until last night, I was just watching over my most recent full video, and I realized Hohhot was all grey, and you know, there was no greenery. I mean, this city is called the Green City or the Blue City in Mongolian. So I thought I'd better show you Hohhot in the summer. I do have a few other things in the pipeline coming up now that I've been fully vaccinated and all my passport issues have all been sorted. So keep your eye on the channel and there will be more coming. But today I thought let's just jump on an e-bike, head out as far northwest as we can, change onto a push bike and head up into the mountains and see what we can see in Hohhot in the summer. So let's go. This video is going to be slightly different to more of my most recent videos, in the sense that I haven't really chosen anything to show you. Just thought let's go and see what we can find, hey? But during the process, I think I might give you a few updates on the channel and on my life in the future, because I will be leaving Hohhot relatively shortly. It's looking like probably September I'll be going. I'll be staying in China and the channel will be continuing, but just in pastures new, so that's quite exciting. Recently I've just been struggling for video ideas. I've been in the city for 5 years and I'm just sort of, it's hard to know what is interesting to show because most of the things I see on a daily basis. So if I relocate to a new place, there should be plenty of new things for me to discover and take you with me. So I'm looking forward to that. So that will be coming in the next few months, but we still got the summer ahead of us. Summer holidays are coming up. I've got a few trips planned out to other areas that I've not been to, and I've definitely not taken you to, so that will be exciting as well. Okay, e-bike, off we go to the mountains. I tell you, the sun is blaring down today. I've got sun cream in my eyes already. But I must say, when I leave Hohhot, I'll miss those blue skies. It's like something out of a painting. Every now and then I get abuse on Twitter from people saying I'm supporting the destruction of Mongolian culture by making videos in Inner Mongolia. What do you think, Genghis? Is there any Mongolian culture left in Inner Mongolia? There's plenty, don't worry about that. Behind me is Hohhot Stadium, former home of Chinese giants named Mongol Zhongyu. That is until last season when they folded. Now we've got a 60,000 seat stadium with no tenants. Come on, let's move a team here.
Say it's excuse to do what I please. Come on and give me just what I need. You got me begging here, down on my knees.
Well, that's a nice modern leisurely part of the journey over. Say goodbye to the e-bike. Head out into the mountains the old-fashioned way. I've also got some KFC chicken nuggets. I ordered some vegetarian ones and they gave me meat ones, so some stray dogs in for a treat anyway. Apricots, temple or skiing? What a choice to have to make. But I don't think it's really skiing temperature, so let's check out the apricots at the temple. Oh man, the clouds are out giving us a bit of respite, but it is hot today. I'm already dripping in sweat. Let's check out some apricot trees, mainly just to get a bit of shade. That's one interesting thing about China actually, is a sizable amount of the fruit that we eat on a daily basis in the West originates from China, and you can taste how fresh the fruit is here. Every region has its own specialities, and up here I guess apricots are one of them. It's a bit of a pity really, because I'm not a huge apricot fan, but they're still nice to look at. One of the things I spoke about quite a lot actually in one of my recent videos with Xinhua was the ongoing development in these villages on the outskirts of the cities, with the new paved roads and the new solar panels providing energy, and new plumbing systems being put in. It means access to the villages from cities and vice versa has increased rapidly and exponentially. And it also means that it's a lot easier for people from the cities to come out to the villages. And one of the great things about that is you can buy fruit straight from the source. Just down the road actually, next to the apricot farm, there's a bunch of different vendors selling fresh apricots. It's great for the consumer because you're not going to get much fresher fruit than that. And it's great for the farmers as well. It means that they can spend more time farming as opposed to shipping fruit into the cities, or they don't have to pay distributors. And they can also sell them at a higher price because people are willing to pay a little higher to know how fresh their fruits are. And this place is no different. I'm not sure what makes it ancient. Like I say, I didn't really do any research today. I just thought we'll head out, follow some brown tourist signs and see what we can see. In what is perhaps the most rural Chinese sentence I've ever said, I was looking for one temple and found another. Probably would be quite poetic if I wasn't just explaining word for word what just happened. But here's one at the foot of the mountain. It was closed when I got here actually, and the monks, they opened the door and invited me in, but I'm not sure if I'm supposed to film in there. So I might pop in, have a quick look, but I probably shouldn't be walking about filming inside a temple. Well, the monks insisted I went in and had a look in a very monk-like way. Very calm and peaceful, but you know, please come in. and I'm glad I did. You know, of course I couldn't film in there because this is their place of worship. But you know, I've said this before on other videos. The temples in China are just incredible. It's hard not to feel moved when you're in them. Just so tranquil and so beautiful. And especially, now look, I know I'm a tourist, but particularly the temples like this, away from the major tourist centres, just have a special charm to them, just with how quiet they are. So I'm really glad I went in there, but the journey's not over. Let's carry on up the hill. Oh. Well, I'm not going to lie to you, as we head up the hill, it looks and sounds like there's a thunderstorm coming, which is quite fitting actually, because the next temple is called Wusu, which translates to near to water. And I've often been confused as to what water it's talking about. Water's not really the first thing you think of in landlocked in Mongolia, at least not unless you head 150 kilometers south down to the Yellow River. But up here there's certainly not much water, not yet anyway. I don't know why I bought that. I don't like apricots. I think I'm just a sucker for a souvenir. Can stray dogs eat apricots? Anyway, less about me. We are at Wusu. It's probably worth mentioning at this point that mountains are deeply spiritual to both Han Chinese people and Mongolian people, which is why in this area there's quite a concentration of temples. You also see it in the likes of Shanxi province with the famous hanging temple and the Yungan grottos. I assume it's the case across most of China. I only really know stuff about the north mainly, for now anyway. But yeah, here we are, Wusu, near the water temple. Let's go and check it out. One sight you will see a lot across Inner Mongolia, and particularly up near mountains, are these incredible pagodas surrounded by the prayer flags. And it is customary for people to walk continuously around here. Like most mountains in this region, there are prayer flags as far as the eye can see. Buddhism, perhaps more than any other major religion really, is so essentially tied to nature, tied to things like mountains. And one of the major features of Buddhism is continuous acts, things like chanting mantras and walking around pagodas. It allows you to switch off your mind from maybe things that are troubling you or the stresses of material life, to just continually do one simple act and focus on that. They say it can relieve your mind. So even if you're not a religious person, there's probably something in that. And if not, at least it's a bit of exercise. Well, it's nice to see my bike still here. I wasn't really too concerned it gets stolen at a Buddhist holy site. Although they would have been welcome to the KFC chicken nuggets and apricots I've now got. Anyway, we'll take a little cycle around the temples here, and then I think we'll head out east, just along the foot of the mountains. I'm a bit concerned this is going to become just another Curt walks around temples and villages kind of video. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but you know, I do feel like that's starting to become my USP on my channel. I've got a great plan to get rid of these disgusting fruits. Head into the temple and leave them as an offering. Get a bit of good luck, and the apricots don't go to waste. Smart. Well, I think that's enough temples for the day anyway. I don't want to overkill it. When I'm editing, I may choose to end the video here and split it into 2 parts, in which case join me next time as I travel east along the foot of the mountains, and I hope you enjoyed this one. If I don't choose to end it here, then ignore what I just said and come with me out east.